Guys, Bullseye Gamer here with another tutorial for you guys. This time we're talking about phase 1 of the Sith Triumvirate raid. This is one of my favorite things in all of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I really love hitting this raid, it's really fun. And I thought I'd do a bit of an update on this team. I did a video a while back using this team that included Kylo Ren and Thrawn and not Traya before I had Traya. I have Traya now and I have some serious relics on all of them. So I thought I'd better do a bit of an updated video. I've been scoring around about 15 million with this team, assuming I do everything right and don't stuff it up. There are definitely a few ways to stuff this one up. Let me quickly go over the mods for this team. It's pretty simple. Kylo Ren, you want plenty of health on Kylo Ren because he's going to be doing all of the tanking. And then speed is your secondary stat that you want to stack up as much as possible. First order executioner, don't worry about speed on this guy. Stack him full of health and critical damage. And then you want First Order Officer, Darth Traya and Grand Admiral Thrawn to be all really fast, with First Order Officer going the fastest. Then generally Traya second and Grand Admiral Thrawn third. I'm doing something a bit differently because my Traya is now stupidly high relic level and destroys the adds too quickly. So I've actually got her stacked with health instead of speed. Hopefully that will make a difference. But the recommendation is to have Traya quite fast as well. Let's get into the battle and I'll explain what you do with each of the characters. Okay, let's start this up. Alrighty guys, here we go. So with your First Order Officer, what you want to be doing with this guy is whenever possible, using your marching orders to pass turn meter over to the executioner. And the second thing you want to be doing is doing the pinning shot, and you want to be doing this on one of the two adds. So you don't want to be hitting Traya with, you don't want to be hitting Nihlus with that at all. So off we go, pass it over to Fox. With the First Order Executioner, this is very simple. You want to spam the death sentence as much as humanly possible on Nihlus, and then use your basic whenever you can. We've got Traya and Thrawn both in this team, so we can put a Underspell with debuff onto Nihlus so that your basic will always crit. And basically, yeah, you just want to stack up as much health as possible with this guy, and the damage should ramp up to 400 to 500,000 depending on how well you're going in the run. Okay, nice big 100k hit right there. Okay, with Thrawn, what you want to do with this guy is Fracture. Is the #1 priority. You want to get Fracture on Nihlus to slow him down, and we'll be doing that in a second. Your second priority is to pass turn meter over to the First Order Executioner. If the First Order Executioner has really low turn meter, you might consider passing it to either Traya or First Order Officer, but generally you want to be passing it over to the Executioner. And the other thing you want to be doing is whenever Nihlus is around with both of the adds still up, if Nihlus doesn't have defense down, you want to be putting it on him. If not, smashing one of the adds. So we'll go ahead and fracture Nihlus here. With Kylo Ren unmasked, I pretty much never use this focus rage special unless I really need to do a big hit on the adds. It's very rare that I use that one. Most of the time, you want to be stunning the Sith Assassin first, and then the Marauder. And basically you want to be spamming this halt as much as possible so you're not doing any damage, so you're not feeding speed onto Nihlus if you end up having to hit Nihlus, and then using the basic if you don't have halt on anyone with a debuff so you can maintain that taunt. Okay, so there we go there. Traya's job is very simple in this team. What you want to do with Traya is put isolate on Darth Nihlus so it doesn't disappear ever, so you've always got that permanent debuff on that guy. And with the isolate you want to reduce the cooldowns of Thrawn. Now there are two ways you can stuff up this raid. The first is using Fox. If you accidentally target and destroy one of the adds, you are going to absolutely annihilate your chances of stacking up enormous health and doing those massive hits. So always make sure you're targeting Nihlus. And the other one is getting annihilated. So I've made that mistake a couple of times recently. It's very annoying. Basically just watch Nihlus's annihilate ability cooldowns and time it right with Preferably Kylo Ren unmasked, if not one of the other toons that has the Unbreakable Will. Alright, let's play the battle out, guys. Alright, and there we go guys, that's how you produce a pretty monster run with the first order in phase 1 of the Sith Triumvirate raid. Not a perfect run, we got Fox stripped a few times, I stuffed a few little minor things up, but overall pretty happy with a total of 16 million damage. That is pretty good. Roughly, what was that, about 45% or something like that, or 35% maybe. Pretty good anyways, so yes, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.